A simple yes or no, and everything fell apart. Watch Trump admin accused of targeting scientists.
He yields. The chair now recognizes Mr. Tonko for his 5 minutes of questioning.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. It has been very concerning to watch this administration's relentless attacks on science and the abandonment of scientific integrity in our federal health agencies. Decisions about health care must be free of political interference and based on science, not extreme ideology. So, Dr. Havers, according to your testimony and other public statements, you resigned from CDC in large part due to what you perceived as its loss of scientific credibility. In what ways has Secretary Kennedy undermined CDC's scientific credibility, and what are the consequences of that for Americans' health?
Secretary Kennedy has undermined CDC's scientific credibility in large part, as I've mentioned, by using CDC as a mouthpiece for the anti-vaccine movement. They're putting false information on CDC websites. They're curtailing communications coming out of CDC and using vaccine policy meetings that used to have the highest standard of scientific rigor to now promote false information and calling into question the safety and efficacy of well-established vaccine recommendations. If state and local health partners are saying they can no longer trust CDC guidance, I think if we had another pandemic, CDC's ability to lead a coordinated federal response when we've lost the trust of the medical community, we've squashed scientific innovation and taken away tools that would be most useful for us in the next pandemic, including mRNA vaccines, and state and local health partners no longer trust us, we are not an ability, the US no longer has an ability to have an effective federal response, given what this administration has done.
Thank you. And Secretary Kennedy is destroying the guardrails once in place to ensure that health policies are justified by scientific evidence. For example, Secretary Kennedy announced a change in the COVID-19 vaccine schedule for children and pregnant people without any input from CDC subject matter experts. And at meetings of the Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices, Secretary Kennedy's handpicked members have made vaccine recommendations that would take vaccines away from millions of Americans, even though there is no science to support those given decisions. The Secretary was able to get away with these changes by undermining career experts at CDC and installing ideological allies to rubber stamp his agenda. So when Secretary Kennedy ignores career scientists and only listens to his own allies, what is the effect on CDC's credibility and scientific integrity?
I mean, it has been destroyed in a few short months. I loved working at CDC. The career that I had there was incredible because I was able to do nonpartisan work that was based on science and evidence. The fact that people like me are now saying you can no longer trust recommendations coming out of CDC is shocking. I never thought I would be in a position to say something like this.